What's going on, peoples? Wow. Just got everything done right on time. I needed every second to prepare, bro. Yeah, TGI Friday to everybody, man. Great show today. You know we gonna bring it to y'all today. Me and the X-Man the Hater. Yeah, I named him X-Man the Hater because he a fucking hater, man. JK in the building, much salute. Much salute. Can't wait till you get back on with us and play your lucky numbers like you used to do, man. Soon, hopefully soon. Yeah, man, you know, long week, busy week. We got a lot of deaths in sports, unfortunately. And, you know, it's just a lot of work we got to cover today. But like I said, I needed every minute to be ready to start this show on time today. I forgot to fix my bingo numbers. I had 2 minutes to fix 40 numbers, and I did it. X-Man the Hater in the building, baby. I hope you locked and loaded, baby. You see me, I'm locked and loaded. I hope you locked and loaded. Suge Knight in the building. Suge, you know I'm locked and loaded, baby. You know I'm locked. Look, I got the East in, Suge. I don't know if the West Coast know about this, but this is the East Coast bat you use when cats run off on your work. This bat right here, I swear to God. Besides being on the baseball field, this is the bat you use when cats run off. Steve Levine in the building. The leader of round 4, him and Miss Autumn and B4 are tied with 6 wins, man. I'm getting everything out there, man. Las Vegas like a motherfucker, man. Yeah, like I said, guys, I needed every minute to start this show. I had to make sure all my lights, everything was copacetic. I had to make sure, like, the microphone, and I forgot to do the bingo chips. And I said, I got 3 minutes to do the bingo chips, and guess what? I got it done, man. That's the beautiful thing about doing it by yourself. You got to get it done. Salute to my lovely sister, man. I love you and God bless you, man. That's my sister, man. That's my other half, man. Annie Torres, I love you, man. Saying it in front of all the peoples, man. Yeah, let me talk a little bit, then we gonna get the show started. Like I said, TGI Friday, Al York Sports, the raw truth. No drinking and driving. I don't care if I'm doing this show for 25 years. I'm going to continue to tell y'all no drinking and driving because the charges are only getting worse, man. Real talk. All right, so now that we're starting to get people in the building, we're going to start the message of the day, and then we're going to start the show. Then I'm going to have X climbing on in. But let me make sure everybody shouted out. Everybody in D is shouted out. Message of the day. Let me take off the Schwarzeneggers. Yeah, I got to keep them in a safe place. Message of the day, guys. Stop counting people's money. One of the main reasons why a lot of people who are on don't put their homies on, because what happens is when you bring your homie in, let's say from the hood, or anybody that's just fucked up in the game, and you bring them in to your organization to show them love, to feed them, to put food on their plate, instead of these individuals thanking God, appreciating the situation, they start counting the boss's money, and that's what leads to hate and envy. Don't worry about what the dude makes that puts you on. As long as that you getting paid a satisfied fee or salary, it shouldn't matter. Now, if you being underpaid, then that's a different ballgame. Like every job I ever had in Vegas, I did more than what they paid me for. I was underpaid. Stop counting people's money, because what's going to happen is nobody's going to want to put nobody on, because you got dudes, you know, in your circle who are envying you because they know you making X amount of money and they making this, and they start to envy that instead of appreciating the lookout you're doing for them. So message of the day, stop counting people's money. Let's start the show. Al York Sports. The raw truth. Another Friday, another episode. Last week we did the black hole. You know what the fuck it is. And like I tell y'all, man, I don't cap on my show. Y'all, anybody can test me about capping, then let's do it. Anything I say, I could back it up. I got receipts. I don't cap. I don't need a cap for clicks. I don't need a cap to get on. A lot of people cheat their way on. I don't need to cheat my way on. I'm not selling myself short. Like Noriega said, there's door number 1 and door number 2. I'm not going to no door. I'm going straight. And when you go straight, what that means is you ain't going to have no help. Because you ain't trying to cheat your way to get on. You feel me? I don't mean to start yelling early, guys. You know how I get, man. I get into what I do, man. Anything I do, man, I get nuts, man. That's what I do, man. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Give me a minute, because I got to shout my man now. He told me not to forget him. So let me make sure I get this out here for him. Shout out to Sam the Man, Amp Studios, Price Tag Entertainment and Media. They live right now in Houston watching the Houston Astros play the Minnesota Twins, which starts tomorrow. Price Tag Entertainment is there with Tone Loc. You know what I mean? Price Tag. You better tell Tone Loc to give me my shout out. Because I ain't going to keep giving y'all love and I ain't getting my love back, man. That's real talk. Tone, stop playing and give me my shout out. Shout out to Cycle Breakers, my little brother John Figueroa. Been real busy lately. Been too busy to fuck with me. But, you know, I'm going to wait my turn. And when he come around, we're going to capitalize on a lot of other shit. Also, Mac 1 Beats. That's the beat you just heard right here. Open sessions and giveaways. And like I always tell y'all, the more, the merrier. Let's start the show. Sports Hungry Fans Want Sports. Here we go. Rest in peace. We going to the football field. Yesterday about 1 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, Chicago Bears legend, Hall of Fame linebacker Dick Butkus passed away at the age of 80 years old. Dick Butkus, what he stood for was he was one of the meanest guys to start being one of the meanest guys in the NFL. He took being tough to a whole other level. And I wouldn't know because I wasn't able to watch his game. I had an interview with him. But from hearing other ex-players talk about Dick Butkus, the guy was an animal, man. He was an animal. And he represents toughness. And somehow, somewhere, it rubbed off on the Bears yesterday because they whipped on the Commanders' ass, which me and X is going to tap on that. But I just want to say, rest in power, Hall of Famer, 8-time Pro Bowler, Dick Butkus. Other news. Another rest in peace. Unfortunately, I'm going to start off with 3, but I have to do what I have to do. Knuckleballer Tim Wakefield passed away, 57 or 58 years old. He had brain issues, man. He had bad, like a brain, I think he had brain cancer to be exact. He had 200 wins, 180 losses. And Tim Wakefield, whenever they ask you a trivial question, who hit the walk-off home run in the 2003 series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees, Wakefield is the one that threw the pitch, and Aaron Boone was the one that hit it and won the game and sent us to the World Series against the Marlins, which we didn't show up to. But rest in peace, Tim Wakefield. Other news. Former Pro Bowler Ross Francis was killed in a plane crash. 70 years old. This is why I tell y'all, man, life ain't guaranteed, dog. I mean, you got rich cats in somewhat better planes. Because when I say better planes, I mean, you know, less people, more monitored, you know, and motherfuckers are still dying, bro. Like planes, whatever, man. So, you know, every night, man, count your blessings, man. Especially brothers in the hood, like, you know, what we all went through. And, you know, at any minute, motherfucker could get killed. So if you live another day, count your blessings, man. All right, let me go to the boxing. Let's move on. Rest in peace to all those individuals. I kind of wanted to cover this with X, but I got too much work for X, so I'm going to take this on to myself. Shout out to B4. Shout out to Sandra. Everybody tapping in. Yeah, Saul Canelo Alvarez destroyed Jermell Charlo last Saturday night in Las Vegas. Unanimous decision. 119-108, and 2 judges had 118-109. Now, after the fight, Charlo said something. He did it for the culture. And, you know, a guy that I like had to check him, which is Killer Cameron. Cameron said, culture? What culture? You ran the whole fight. Facts. You basically didn't bring the fight. Facts. And for a guy that you so-called claim you've been wanting him for years, that's not the performance you put out, dog. Dog, let me give you an example, dog. When a guy wants a female, and let's say he's been waiting on a female for a minute, and he finally gets his opportunity, it's explosion, bro. So what I'm trying to say is, you fight the dude that you wanted to fight most, because that's what we've been hearing, and you lay down? You running around? I understand you 2 weights over your weight class, but you chose that. Ain't nobody forced that on you, so I don't want to hear that as an excuse. And like Cam said, what culture did you fight for? Because in my mind, me personally, I think that you was good knowing you didn't get knocked out. Like, you wasn't even thinking about winning that fight. You was fighting Canelo like, please don't let me get knocked out. That's the kind of fight you went in on. Because you didn't fight to go win, dog. Because you basically lost every round but maybe one. This is a bad look for Charlo. A guy that runs his mouth, quite frankly, runs his mouth. And he's the type of guy, like, if you talk about him, he'll try to go check you. But my thing, dog, was right is right. It's like if I don't show up to, let's say they grab me on a show with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, and I don't perform like I'm performing now, I played myself. If anything, motherfuckers gonna have to calm me down. Like, yo, Al, chill, Al, you on live TV, Al, you can't be saying this shit. I can see that happening on some over shit. It ain't never gonna be no under shit like your shit, Charlo. Charlo, you played yourself, and then you're gonna try to look good at the end and call out my dog, Bud Crawford. You can't fuck with Bud, dog. I understand Canelo hit harder, but Bud is more swiftier with it. And if you can't do nothing with Canelo, you definitely ain't gonna do nothing with Bud. And I just have to get my point out there. Let me move on. X, give me a minute, X. I'm gonna call you in a couple minutes. The rich get richer. A lot of y'all gonna say that Denver Broncos linebacker Randy Gregory quit on the Broncos. Okay, I get it. Y'all fella realized he was one of the best linebackers coming out of Nebraska. Not only that, he went to my Cowboys, did work with the Cowboys. He was injured a lot, but when he played, he was productive. He was very productive. You got players which I don't respect, but if you put them on a good team, they show out. You put them on a bad team, they don't show out. Me personally, I wouldn't recruit a guy like that if I had a good team. Maybe unless you're just going to use them for like 1 year and then get rid of them. But that's got to be the plan. 1 year, get rid of them. Because why would you fuck with a dude that quit on another team who he can easily quit on your team once you start going bad? The guy got zero fundamentals, but he's got a lot of skills, just like Claypool. Claypool's the same kind of guy. In Pittsburgh, when they was playing, he did work. Now he over here with the Bears, they losing all kind of games, and he ain't even trying to produce, trying to play nothing. But like I said, the rich get richer. He will play for Frisco. Frisco just got tougher today. Other news, Jonathan Taylor's back, all-pro running back for the Indianapolis Colts. Colts should prevail better with Jonathan Taylor. He's a real running back, unlike the running back they got now. They don't have enough firepower in their running back. So now you had Jonathan Taylor, like I said, who's all-pro. Jonathan Taylor will help the Colts. They're not going to do much with the rookie Richardson, but they could be tough every week and build the future behind the rookie Richardson. Last but not least, and I'm going to call my man X in. San Antonio Spurs just threw out a bunch of money to Devin Vassell, who averaged 18.5, has agreed to a 5-year, $146M contract extension. I don't really even know this guy, Devin Vassell. Like, what kills me is that this guy got a contract way more than what Magic ever got, Kareem ever got. You know what I'm saying? I understand there's different eras. I get it. There's more money to throw away now. But it's just crazy how the NBA is just throwing money away. And the NFL, which is supposed to be the highest paid sport, can't even pay a running back. A running back that at any play could be out for his career. And here you giving a guard that averaged 18.5 on a bum-ass team that nobody knows about 146 M's for 5 years. Y'all do the math. X, where you at? Let me get my man X. It's crazy how they throwing that money around. It's just sickening. Let me get my man X in the building. X getting better at this too. I don't even have to do too much no more. X, what up?
What's up, brother? What's going on?
Try to raise up your volume.
It's up.
That's
it's all the way up. Yeah, it's all the way up.
Yeah, last week you was booming. Now I can't hear shit. So let me plug up real quick.
All right, go ahead.
I hate doing this because it changes the sounds when you watch the replay on the video.
Yeah, I know.
Hello?
I'm good now.
Okay, you can hear me. I can hear you, X. I see you got your New York football jet shit on, and we definitely going to have to tap it on that subject.
Yep, definitely.
But before we do anything, X, real fast, yesterday at FedEx Stadium, the Washington Commanders definitely proved to us that they're a bullshit-ass team.
Yep.
They got blown out by the Chicago Bears that lost 15 straight games. Very dysfunctional group.
Yep.
My boy Noah Parker tried to tell me, oh, Dick Buckner's died. You know, they had a lot to play for. First of all, nobody in that team knows Dick Buckets. Now, Ron Rivera knows Dick Buckets probably,
yeah, of
but
course
not
he
the
does.
team.
Yeah.
Not the team. But if you're going to ask me, did that help them play harder to a degree? Oh, yeah, because I'm pretty sure they mentioned it in the locker room. Our Hall of Famers, our die. We need y'all to play your hardest. But to me, that got nothing to do with the outcome. Is Chicago just played a great game, or Washington's just really that bad?
I think, well, first they lost 14 straight, not 15, but I think Chicago played a great game.
And they won 40-20. Let me get the score out there, which is a fucking blowout.
Which is a fucking blowout, yeah. I think Chicago played a great game. They carried over from last week's loss to Denver, where they played a great game, and they choked it away in the last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter last week. So I think they played a great game. It goes to show what I've been saying since the season started. Washington's defense is overrated, very overrated.
Yeah, I agree.
They won 2 games and allowed a lot of points. The last 3 games, you see what their defense has done. Nothing. They haven't stopped nobody.
Yo, they're averaging 30 points they're giving up, and they gave up 40.
Yeah.
So that's going to add on to that terrible average.
Mind you, they a terrible Bears defense, too. A terrible Bears offense.
They stepped up yesterday, though.
Except yesterday. Last 2 games, their offense has played well. Justin Fields, 8 touchdowns in 2 games. DJ Moore went off.
DJ Moore's I just told my man earlier, he's coming into himself. I mean, he was a high draft out of Carolina.
Yeah, he was.
But he's coming into himself, and he's a good receiver. I said it before yesterday's game, and then he blew up yesterday again.
And look at what happens when you give Justin Fields at least some time to throw the ball. He can get it done. I mean, 8 touchdowns in 2 games. They scored a lot of points, but you know the Bears are the Bears. They next week comes, they're gonna go back to being the Bears. You know, so. But one thing, it was a great game. They had a great game plan, and it worked out for them. And we all see what Washington really is. They're trash.
Right. But one thing I can say is that Justin Fields can ball, dog.
No, he can ball. I've been saying
Justin Fields can ball. I think if you put him, let's say you put him on your Jets, he could ball, dog. He ain't gonna look like stink like that. The guy can ball. Shout out to Keith Vega. Shout out to everybody coming in. My boy Isaiah Bluefish. Shout out, baby. Yeah, but listen, he can ball out. He balled out yesterday. Let me give you some numbers before we move on. Fields 15 for 29, 282, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. Very important.
Very good.
Herbert, 10 rushes, 76 yards. DJ Moore, 8 receptions, 233 touchdowns.
Yeah.
3. And Sam Howell, 37 for 51, 388. A lot of that was garbage time, second half, prevent defense kind of yardage. He also rushed for 19 yards. Where was Gibson? Where was Robinson? I got no clue. And Logan Thomas, 9 receptions, 77 yards, 1 touchdown at the Bears beat the Commanders 40-20 in FedEx Field, baby.
It seemed like the Commanders' defense was playing prevent defense the whole night because DJ Moore was just sitting pretty in the middle all day.
Shaving them. He was shaving them, baby. All right, let's go to the diamond real quick. MLB, we have 4 wild card series. All of them was a sweep. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. 2 underdogs won. Yeah. So that kind of made it. If it would have been all favorites, I would have said, we might have to do something with this wild card. But the fact that 2 underdogs won, I got no issues with it. Do you agree?
Listen, you know, I love baseball. Best time of the year is the postseason. But I agree. I think the 2 underdogs winning is great. I think the best storyline coming into this is going to be the Twins against Houston. Carlos Correa is going to go home to Houston. And I hope he should listen. Carlos Correa is a postseason player. Look at his numbers in the postseason. He's a lot better. I like Minnesota in this series mainly because of their pitching and they can hit. Houston's been bothered with injuries all year. They're getting healthy at the right time. But I think Correa has something to prove to Houston that they shouldn't have let him walk.
Well, it sounds like a good story, but Houston's one of the teams to beat.
Yeah, definitely.
We all know they all step it up to another level. Altuve, Bregman.
Yeah, of course.
You know, Alvarez. All them guys seem to step it up. Tucker. You know, when it gets the realest for them, it's when they show out Dusty Baker and company.
Definitely.
So I still like the Stros to prevail, but I agree with you. I think the Twins are going to give them everything they can handle. It ain't going to be no 3-game sweep.
No, it ain't going to be a sweep. No,
because it's best of 5. But real quick, now that we mentioned that series, Texas swept the Rays. 2 words about the series. I just want to do every series, but quick.
Horrible. I mean, horrible. Tampa, they couldn't get they're going almost on 40 innings now without scoring a run in the playoffs.
And I mentioned something on the thing and you reacted, but you didn't get what I was saying. I understand that they need more than Franco. I get it. But he's their table setter. He's the guy that when he gets on, things start to happen. They had nobody getting on.
And I understand
it's like
that, but you got to understand.
Quarterback, when a quarterback can wing it and he got time, he could do a lot better than when he don't got time.
I understand.
But I just think when they lost McClanahan, Glasnow came back, that was big for them. Then you lose your table setter in Franco. It's just a lot of shit that went late with them that they just wasn't ready, bro.
One thing
Texas went in there straight-minded.
Well, one thing about Tampa, they lost 3 pitcher starters this year to Tommy John surgery.
That's
3 starters. Okay? Now, there's no excuse. Franco was on the team last year. What was the excuse for them not scoring runs last year, too? This team needs hitting. They need hitting. They need guys that can push runs in when they need it most. They don't have that. And that's the
You know what it is? And the bigger the show gets, the less they hit.
Yeah.
Because they were hitting in the season. Not the highs, but they wasn't the worst hitting team either, like, the Yankees and the Milwaukee. But I get it. Let's move on. We don't want to take too long. Twins sweep the Jays 2-0, fast as you could. What you got out that series?
Blue Jays choked. Couldn't hit. Same thing as Tampa. Couldn't hit when the time counted. Terrible move by the manager taking out Berrios after 3 innings.
Totally agree.
That was a terrible move. He should get fired for that. But Blue Jays not hitting, that's what cost them the series. I'm
going to say underachieving once again. The Rays ran into a hot Ranger team. Rangers are hot. Even though they lost DeGrom for the season and Scherzer, but Montgomery is filling in really nice. And Evaldi can pitch. Yeah, and Evaldi can pitch with anybody. Another guy that pitched with the Yankees. So they underachieved. Okay, Diamondbacks, Brewers. This series really confused me. I thought at least go 3.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks swept them. And I just thought Milwaukee had the better pitching and they'll prevail, but that's not what happened. Real quick.
Surprise. I didn't think Arizona would even win this series. I thought overall, like you, Milwaukee had the better pitching, had the better team overall. But I was surprised that Arizona swept them.
Right. Well, two good games. Milwaukee had leads of 3-zip and 2-zip
Yeah.
in both games.
And they
Gave
blew it.
up the leads and they fucking ended up blowing it. And they couldn't get the big hits with man on base
Yeah.
either.
That's
And
the
last
same
but
thing,
not
yeah.
least, we all know the Fish. We're going to get swept by the Phillies.
Yeah.
Fighting Phillies ain't playing around, though. That's why, we're going to talk about the next series. Before I even say anything, let's go to the next series. We kind of already mentioned the Twins and Stros. Let's move on now to the Phils and Braves. This is like basically, to me, the best series. Although the Orioles series could pan out pretty good also. Talk to me.
Rematch from last year. Braves got some unfinished business. We all know what happened in the division series last year. 5 games. Phillies came in, lost the first game, swept the next 4. Braves are looking for revenge. Phillies are looking to get back to the World Series to finish what they couldn't finish last year. I like the Braves in 7.
I thought these are going 7 or 5
I believe
games.
it's 7.
No, these are 5.
These are 5. These are 5.
The next series is 7.
The next series is 7. I like Braves in 5, 1 through 9. Listen, the Braves lineup 1 through 9, 20 or more homers each batter. So that's a dangerous lineup. Their pitching, I'm a little suspect on, and their bullpen, but I think they got enough hitting to get past the Phillies. This is going to be the highest scoring series in the divisional round, of any divisional round.
Right. One thing I could say, on paper, the Braves got more firepower, even though the Phillies is right there with them. But, like, at the end of the lineup, Braves got Arcia, Rosario. They got other cats that can hit 20, 25 home runs also. But in the beginning of the lineup, it's like equal with, with Schwarber, Harper, and then you got Acuna, you got, Albies, Riley,
and
Murphy.
Don't forget Sean Murphy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sean Murphy,
so, and don't forget Remenuto, you know what I mean? These guys are deep too. Castanello, you know what I mean? So
Castellanos,
Yeah, they both got hitters, but I think the Braves got the better pitcher with Strider and Free.
Yeah.
I only pitcher I really trust with the Phillies is Wheeler. I don't trust Walker. I don't trust Suarez.
I don't trust Nola much either.
Yeah, Nola's Nola's
Nola's
what?
Up and down. He's up and down.
Yeah, I'd rather put him with Wheeler, and then I don't trust the other two. And also,
remember,
love Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton is
the
going
Braves
to be a
lost
game
Charlie
piece.
Morton. Yeah. No, they lost Charlie Morton.
Oh, so he's done.
He's done. Yeah, he's done.
Okay,
Morton is done.
So that's
Last
big
I heard,
because
he was done. Yeah.
No, that's big because they would have had the game 3 advantage easily with Charlie.
I think
so you know what? If I had a gun in my head, not that we picking series, because we didn't. You know what? I like the Astros. You like the Twins. I'm gonna say the Phils do it again as underdogs, and they beat the Braves. I mean, a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, and it is a revenge series. That's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah.
But I think the Phils got unfinished business. Braves won a chip a couple years ago. Phillies didn't.
Yeah.
So I feel they got unfinished business. When Freddie Freeman and them was over there, they won that chip. So what's your take? You said you like the Braves, right?
I like the Braves in 5. I think they're on a mission. Acuna, MVP. Watch for a monster series out of him.
Okay. D-backs and Dodgers. D-backs won a series that to me, that made their year.
Yeah.
I like Zach Gallen. They got a couple of other starters. What's his name? Shelby, what is it?
Merrill Kelly.
Kelly, I like Kelly.
Yeah.
And they got Fats. I think it's pronounced Fats, PH something.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, he got good stuff, not a great record, but I don't think they're going to be able to mess with the Dodgers. The Dodgers own the Padres. They own Arizona. I don't think much is going to change. I think Arizona be lucky to get 2 games in this series, bro.
I don't look at it that way. I think it's going to be I think they're going to give them a tough time. Last year, the Dodgers dominated the Padres in the regular season. Remember that. And what happened in the division round? 5 games. Yeah. Padres go to the LCS. Now,
you want to bet it's not going to happen again?
Well, Arizona doesn't have the firepower the Padres do.
I thought that's what you was going with it, but I see how you switched up real quick.
No. I said I think they're gonna give them a tough series. I'm taking the Dodgers in 5, but I think they're gonna give them a tough series.
You can't get both ways, man.
I like now. I like that kid, Corbin Carroll, the rookie of the year. He's going to be rookie of the year for Arizona.
Facts.
25, 50. They just don't have the firepower that the Dodgers have. They don't have the pitching the Dodgers have. But I think they're going to give them a run for their money.
I think they got better pitching than the Dodgers right now. Dodgers got everybody hurt. Walker Buehler's out.
Buehler's not
Urias is out.
Urias is suspended for the domestic violence.
That's what I'm saying. So
Kershaw's coming back.
Right now, Murrow and Gallen and Fats can match him. I just think Dodgers got too much
hitting. Yeah,
Freeman, Betts, Muncy, etc. Too much. Okay, last but not least, the underhand Rangers that are going in with all the confidence in the world. One of the hottest teams in baseball versus one of the most surprising teams in baseball in the Baltimore Orioles, who did it all year long.
Yeah.
So this is going to be an intriguing series because you got a team that's going in there playing with house money, which is the Rangers.
Yeah.
Against a team that should win. So those
Orioles,
make good series.
Those do, yeah.
Yeah, that's going 5 games. I'm telling you right now. Rangers are not laying down, bro.
I think so.
And I won't be surprised if Rangers win game 1 tomorrow. That's how serious it is, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say somehow, some way, the Orioles move on. I almost think they have to move on so nobody says this year was a fluke, X-Man.
Well, I don't think it's a fluke because nobody expected them to be anywhere anyway.
Yeah, but if you don't get the best record and don't beat the first round with
I understand what you're saying.
You got to win this right. You have to win this.
I like the Orioles, too. I think their pitching is way better than Texas's. Their problem is they lost their closer for the year, Batista. He's getting Tommy John.
Cano can close.
Yeah, they got Cano, but
like the 1-2 you would have needed against Houston or the next series. Yeah. I don't think you're going to need them in this series because Cano can close. They got other guys. They got Biles. They got a bunch of arms. They got the Asian cat, Fujo Minky, whatever how you pronounce his name. He throws like about 98 miles per hour. But that 1-2 punch was devastating. There was nothing like it. But I don't think they just not get there because of that. Cano can do the job. You feel me?
I agree with you, and I like the Orioles too in this series. I think their pitching will carry them. Let's see how Texas comes out. Texas got a hit because their pitching is not that great. Jordan Montgomery pitched a great game, but
Montgomery's pitching through the roof.
Yeah, but their pitching has been hit hard with injuries. So, but I like the Orioles also. This is going to be a fun series. I think it's going to be a real fun series. I think the Baltimore can hit, man. Gunnar Henderson, Ryan Mountcastle, Andy Rauschman. So
them guys is nice, man.
So it's not like they
you got Mullins, either. You got all kind of guys
Cedric Mullins,
up and down the lineup.
Who's now healthy? Cedric Mullins is healthy now.
Yeah. So, you got guys up and down the lineup that can hit. You know what I'm saying? You got Hearns. You ain't even mentioned Hearns. Yeah. Hearns get busy.
Yeah, you're right.
But listen, let's move on. We like the Orioles. I don't want to overcook my grits. Let's go to the NFL. A lot of people want to hear about the NFL.
Okay.
We're going to games in a week. So I just, I picked my 5 games of the week. I mentioned the matchup, and then you mentioned as quickly as you could what goes through your head when I mention the matchup.
Okay.
We're going to London. The 2-2 Jacksonville Jaguars are playing the 3-1 Buffalo Bills. The line is Buffalo minus 5.5. Give us a little insight of this game real quick.
5.5 only? Wow. Buffalo. And I'll tell you why. That defense is playing lights out the last 3 weeks. Saw what they did to that high-powered Miami offense last week.
I gave the game out. How did you not know? Like, I gave it on a free play. I said, take Buffalo.
Yeah. So, and you saw what that defense did. And let's be honest, Jacksonville doesn't scare anybody offensively. So I'm taking Buffalo, and I'm taking the points.
Okay. But not giving out plays. I wanted you more to talk about the game.
All right.
Okay, Beth? Because you know why? Because I don't want people to mistake the free plays with this segment.
I got you. All right.
Okay, but you saying Buffalo's the better team, basically.
The better team. They're going to put up a lot of points again. I think they put up close to 40 again.
Okay, I see a really good game. Most I'm going to say about this, I see a good tight game. Buffalo might prevail late with a field goal, something like that.
Okay.
You got to understand, Jacksonville been in London since they won their last game.
Yeah.
They beat Atlanta. Buffalo's got to go out there, playing, all that playing shit, light head. I believe in all that stuff. You understand?
Look at it. Von Miller's playing.
Well, it's going to be a good game. Just remember I told you that. So when you watch it at 6:30 in the morning or whatever time you get it over there, just remember I told you that.
I got you, brother.
You got the Baltimore Ravens 3-1 at the 2-2 Steelers. My understanding is that quarterback Pickett should be playing. Though he's injured, he's probable. Probable usually means about 75% you're playing. That's big because if it was Mitchell Trubisky, I don't think he can move the ball against that Ravens defense. I think Pickett can. Those are better ball. Let's talk about this game here. The line is 4.5 Ravens.
Listen, that Pittsburgh offense, it doesn't matter who's at quarterback. They can't move the ball. They can't run the ball. They can't throw the ball. Receivers can't get open. Baltimore's defense is swarming. Lamar Jackson is playing lights out. Even without Odell Beckham Jr., he's getting it done. He's getting it done with his feet. This Pittsburgh defense is dependent. This Pittsburgh team is depending too much on their defense. And if the defense doesn't score, you can forget about the offense scoring. I like Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore, I think, is, of course, the better team on paper. But divisional games
are tough.
Especially in that division.
Yeah.
I think 4.5 is a lot of points. Usually when they play each other, from me recalling, it's usually a lot of 2s, 1.5s.
Yeah.
4.5 is going to give Mike Tomlin a lot of chalk, chalkboard material. Let me say it right, chalkboard material. I think Ravens win, but I think it'll be a lot closer than a lot of people think. Okay, let's go to game 3. This is another game that's going to fuck a lot of people up. It looks like an easy match, but it really ain't. 3-1 Kansas City Chiefs versus the 1-3 Minnesota Vikings at Minnesota. The line is the Chiefs went down, I think, all the way to 3.5. I got 4.5, but I think it's down to 3.5. So which is telling me the professionals making up this line, they know that Minnesota's going to give them everything they can handle.
Yeah.
Now, what's your take on this game here? You see a blowout? You see a good game? What do you see, X?
I see a good game. I agree with you. I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a good game. We're not going to get a bad match. Patrick Mahomes' second game in a row. He had a bad game against the Jets, and they still won that game. I still see Minnesota's offense being troublesome for that secondary, especially with Justin Jefferson. They got Cam Akers on board running the ball, Addison running the ball. They got a good running game. Their defense is kind of suspect. I like the Chiefs' pass rush, but I still think the secondary is a little suspect. So I see a close game.
Kirk Cousins is going to have to do what he's been doing.
Yeah.
And that's he's shredding all defenses right now.
Yeah.
Kurt is balling out. I'm not a big fan of Kurt. I'm a big fan of telling the truth. Just look at the numbers. That's what I'm going to tell anybody looking in.
I agree.
That be, Al, you bugging. Kurt's a scrub. Look at the numbers.
Look at the numbers.
Now, he sucks. I understand playoff time, big game, but these are all – we in week 4, week 5. Kurt's going to do what he does. He's going to shine. That's how
I
do
agree.
it. Okay, real quick. Now we going to Foxborough. 2-2 New Orleans Saints. Who that? Versus 1-3 New England Patriots. A lot of people telling me, Al, fade the Patriots. What's going on with Bill Belichick and company? But as quickly as you could. Omar in the building. Will Wright in the building. I see y'all.
What's going on with Bill Belichick? It's obvious. No Tom Brady. Everybody said Tom Brady needed him. I think we're seeing now Mac Jones is not that good. He's not that good. The Cowboys' defense is different. They swarmed them. That's exactly what they had to do. Forced them into bad turnovers. That team has no receivers. Their running game is not that great. Even with Zeke there, it's not that great. And their defense, as good as they are, they can't hold up for 40 minutes. You get tired.
And they got Judon. They got Judon out, and they got the
Judon is hurt, and the rookie Christian Gonzalez is out.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. That just adds to insult.
Yeah.
Saints fucked me last week. They played horrible against the Bucks.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a better Derek Carr in this game. And with that low line, if I recall last year, New Orleans went over there and beat them outright.
And I believe Alvin Kamara's coming back too.
No, he's already back. He played the last game, and Bucks keyed up on him. Bucks kicked they kicked their ass over there. Oh, that nation. I think the Saints bounce back this week. But my thing, if the Patriots go 1-4, you might have to start. You might have to start hearing rumors about Bill, man, because I don't think I ever remember Bill going 1-4 And if it is, maybe it was when he was in Cleveland, fam.
Yeah.
And that was many, many, many years ago, fam. I think I was still living in 950. You know what I'm saying? All right, real quick. The game of the week. Everybody wants to hear the game of the week. The
Cowboys,
3-1 Dallas
49ers, yeah.
Cowboys versus the 4-0 San Francisco 49ers. The line is 3.5 for the Niners. I'm dying to hear you on this one, bro.
This
Felix
game is in
Casino in the
San
building. I
Francisco,
see
right?
you.
This game is in
They're
San
playing in
Francisco.
Frisco. San
I like.
Francisco treat.
Okay, I'm taking the Niners. Listen, this should be a battle of 2-4-0 teams, but Dallas had to go and wet the bed against Phoenix. But it is what against Arizona. I mean, but it is what it is. I like San Francisco. The defense, stellar defense, secondary pass rush, stopping the run. They do everything. Then you got the offense. Brock Purdy's playing at an all-pro level. Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk,
See,
Deebo Samuel.
no. Don't just say Christian McCaffrey, Ayuk. You got to stop when you say C-Mac. C-Mac's the MVP right now after week 4.
I agree. But
Don't just throw his name out there like he's a contributor. He's fucking MVP right now, dog.
He is the MVP.
C-Mac is a fucking animal.
I agree. He is the MVP right now, but this team is loaded offensively, defensively.
Oh, yeah, they loaded. Kittle, Ayuk stepped this game up. Debo's out there. I mean, yo, my man, you got all kind of weapons. You got Mitchell off the backfield also. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And they got double everywhere. Like Sam Donald's they back up, and I think he's gonna run that offense perfectly. It's like a USC kind of offense for him. So that's gonna fit perfect with him. But anyway, if I had a gun in my head, I'm not touching this game. I already heard you say Niners, and I'm not saying this because I'm being biased. William Wright, I'm not being biased. I think the Cowboys cover the 3.5. You could think I'm crazy.
The defense going to keep them in the game.
Listen, you could think I'm crazy. I think if the Niners win, they win by like a field goal, 2 or 1 point. I don't think they're going to blow them out. Because if they blow out the Cowboys, this is going to be a super duper bad look after laying down, like you said, against Arizona. Yeah. The Cowboys could erase that loss with a win on Sunday night. You feel me?
I think they could.
That erases. You know why? Nobody thinking they could win this game. I'm looking at the percentages. Everybody on the Niners this week, bro.
And you look at it this way, Arizona went to San Francisco and gave them a bit of a tough time also.
No, for a half, but then they they blew them out by 20-some points.
But they
so I wouldn't call that a tough time.
They still gave them
No, for a half. They got down by 4, and then next thing you know, C-Mac and them just went wild on them.
If the Cowboys get blown out, that's because Dak went and wet the bed. Okay,
let's hurry up. I got 2 more topics. Let's hurry up real quick. Okay, last but not least, 2-2 Green Bay Packers, the Cheeseheads, going to Allegiant Field to play the Las Vegas Raiders. The line is Vegas. I don't know how they got Raiders -1, but they got Raiders -1. Your take on this game real quick so we can jump on the next topic, brother.
Is Garoppolo playing?
That's a good question. I haven't looked into that, but I think O'Donnell could do as good as Garoppolo, to be honest with you. But I guess Jimmy G, they paid him all the money. So he has to be playing if they favorite.
I'll take
they wouldn't be favorite if he wasn't playing. Yeah. So you know what? I'm going to assume yes. I'm surprised I missed that. I mean, I had to cover so many things, but I missed that right there.
That's why I'm asking. I'll take if Garoppolo's playing, I'm taking the Raiders. Running game, Josh Jacobs is heating up. Devontae Adams putting up good numbers so far. Nobody can touch him. Their defense is improving. So I like the Raiders. The Packers have played well, but not well enough. That defense is holding up, and that offense is inconsistent.
It's just it's too much up and down.
Yeah.
Okay, Raiders are going to win X amount of games this year. Tough schedule.
Yeah.
This is a game here. They got to win because they're going to be underdogs in a lot of games. This one, a favorite.
Yeah,
so they're going to have to capitalize on this game here. I don't know. My man said, Jimmy said, good to go. Okay, so Jimmy's playing. I'm going to say they have to win this game if they want to win a few games this year. It's already looking crazy. Adams is kind of axing out. They probably shopping them. I'm hearing rumors that they shopping Crosby. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
I got to do homework on that. But if that's true, that these guys are really ready to start from the bottom.
Well, Adams wants out. Adams wants out.
Yeah, I already know that for
sure. Read between the lines. Read between the lines.
Yeah, I know. But let's go. Top 5 NFL teams. This time I'm going to give you my top 5 because you always steal my shit.
Oh, get out of here,
So
man.
now you ain't going to be able to steal my shit. Okay, I'm going to start first with the San Francisco 49ers.
Unanimous.
If anybody tells me I'm wrong on this, please stop watching my show right now. Team number 2, only because the 4-0 record, the Philadelphia Eagles. So we got the Niners and the Eagles, 2 NFC teams, 1 and 2.
Okay.
I gotta put Kansas City at 3 because them last couple games, the Jet game, they really didn't play as well, but those 2 games prior were insane.
Okay.
I got KC at 3. Everybody's back. So that game with the Jets was like a lay-down game. So I'm not going to take nothing away from them because they had nothing to get up for in that game. You know how that is.
Yeah, I know.
They was on that sluggish shit. I'm not knocking them.
The Taylor Swift effect.
I got the Cowboys back on my top 5 at number 4 with another blowout. It don't matter. You can say, oh, they're playing these bum teams. Listen, Arizona was a bum team. They lost.
I agree.
So I don't want to hear that. Kansas City played a bum team and they barely won.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't want to hear that. They still NFL teams. You still got to beat them.
No.
And last but not least, this is a tough one. I normally don't do 2, but I have to do 2. And this ain't a gun to your head situation. This ain't like who's going to win the game. This is top 5. I got a tie on the 5th spot between Miami and Buffalo. And if I had a gun in my head, I would say Buffalo because they just blew them out. Yeah. But if they go to Miami, and Miami does the same shit, then what? You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to say Buffalo because they got the head-to-head, so I can eliminate a 2-teamer. Heavy up, give me your 5 because I got 3 picks and the spin to do right after.
All right, number 1, I agree with you. I'm saying San Francisco. I agree 100%. They're the best team in the NFL right now.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm going to put Buffalo at number 2 because what they've done the last 3 weeks and what they did to Buffalo last week was impressive.
Okay.
So that's number 2. Number 3,
1 team.
I'm putting the Eagles at number 3. Their defense hasn't shown up yet this year. Their offense has been playing well, so I'm going to, just because of the defense, they're number 3.
They shut out big money in number get.
At number 4, I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Even though they got wiped out by Buffalo, I still think they're that team to compete with them. And number 5, only because they struggled early, the Chiefs at number 5. But I see them moving up because I think they're going to get a lot better as the year goes on.
So you hate on my Cowboys?
Listen, man, last time I put the Cowboys in the top 5, they shit the bed, brother. But if they beat San Francisco Sunday, they're definitely going to be in the top 5 next week.
No question. They might be number 1. They might be number 1.
Yeah,
How you like them apples?
I agree.
Because you knock off the top team.
They could.
You won loss. You might just slide into number 1.
I agree. They'll definitely slide into the top 5 if they beat San Francisco. I'll tell you that.
X, great job as always. Real quick, before I got no time, but I'm going to let you get one more. Do the New York Football Jets go get a quarterback, or they going to ride with what they got? Real quick.
I think they're going to ride with Zach Wilson after Sunday's game.
I was hoping you didn't say that.
I don't want to say it, but I don't see anybody that's really going to be out there that's going to – Kirk Cousins not – as long as Kirk Cousins playing the way he does and Minnesota has a chance, they're not trading him.
I agree.
Forget about getting Cam Newton or anybody else.
Go get Nick Foles. You could get him for cheap, bro. Nick Foles is smarter. You know, he's smarter than Zach. He could teach Zach.
But he's got to learn the offense, too.
He's
got to learn the offense.
Smart. He's very intelligent. He'll pick that shit up like in about a week and a half, bro.
I would love to say they get a quarterback, but I think they're riding with Zach Wilson. I think so.
So there you got it. Next week, we're going to go more on the Jets. I got you and Neil Stewart coming on next week. Great job. X me out, X man the hater. Let's keep it pushing. I got no time. No time. I'm behind 3 minutes. Okay, my brother?
All
I'm
right, brother. I
sorry.
just wanted to wish my
You can
grandmother a
put it
happy
on
birthday.
the comments. I got
you, brother.
Okay,
I got you,
okay,
brother.
okay.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you, brother. Okay, we're gonna go to the free plays. X-Man just rocked it. Y'all know how we do it. It's hard, man. We got an hour and we rocking the whole hour, no commercials. So this is really a 2-hour show when you do the math. He likes UCLA Bruins, Chip Kelly and company. He thinks they're going to light him up. He likes UCLA. In game 3, Sunday at London, he likes the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 5.5 against the Buffalo Bills. Let me go to Noah Parker. Noah Parker likes Ohio State minus 19.5 versus Maryland, who two attacked Viola's little brothers, lighting shit up over there. And he has to prove to the world that he belongs. And tomorrow's the day. This is a tough 19.5 to take against a guy that could wing it. So Noah must see something we don't see. He probably sees, obviously, a blowout, 3 touchdowns plus. Second game Noah likes is Boston College plus 2.5 over Army. And his third game, like Philly boys, he likes UCLA, but he likes him in the first half. So Philly boys got the game minus 3.5. Noah got first half minus 2.5. So all Noah got to do is win by a field goal, and he comes out victorious in that game. My free play last week, I gave out Buffalo. Nobody believed me. They were hitting me up. Yeah, you crazy? They blew them out. I got another ugly game that I'm going to give y'all that I think they're going to cover. They might not win like Buffalo did, but I like them to cover. And I like Felix Jacino's Pittsburgh Steelers plus 4.5. If you could get 5 or buy it up to 5, $20 more, I would highly recommend it. You get 5 points. I like that number. I think the Ravens with Lamar will win by 4 or less points in this kind of game. Then I got a 2-team money line. College football, NFL. Money line, the Texas Longhorns. They play in Oklahoma. 5.5 money line them, and then money line the Detroit Lions. I did the math. It comes out to minus 30. What that means is you put 130 to win 100. You put 1,300 to win 1,000. Okay, last but not least, 2 teams, 6-point teams are not 7. 7's of 140, 130. 6 points is 110, 120, wherever you go. I'd rather do the 110. Take the Jaguars from plus 5.5. I'm buying them up to 11.5. I think that's going to be a close game with Buffalo. I think Sunshine shows up. They keep it close and they lose, but they cover the spread. And I'm giving 11.5 and tie that up with the Green Bay Packers to plus 8. You're going to have either Packers plus 8 or 7.5. I just seen 1.5. You could buy the 6. The 6-point teaser, you bring them to 7.5. So you got Jaguars plus 11.5, Packers plus 8. Here's your free 9 plays for the week. Let's start the giveaway. Good luck to everybody. God bless everybody. Let's get it. Hold up. Let me set all this up. Then we're going to get it popping. Give me a minute, guys. Wait time for first. We got Ghost with 6, Miss Autumn with 6, Brian 4 with 6. Then we got Sess with 5. And if I'm correct, we got Keith Vega, Benny Bellado, Raul, a lot of people with 4. So it's a dog race. Ain't nobody running away with nothing. God bless whoever wins, do your thing. Let's get this popping. 1 through 20, round 4, give it. X-Man, good job, X-Man.
I need your help solving a murder.
Oh, yeah? Give me a minute, guys. This shit just jumped on commercial on me. So while, this is ending, Seth just went up to 6, tied the top 4. Seth's back on the map doing his thing. Salute the big Seth, man. Here we go. $21 through $40. Let's get it. Seth's like, damn, about time, man. I have to play like 20 games without winning. But you still tied for first, man. You were so ahead, you had leverage. So now, you went behind, but now you tied back for first. Unless somebody wins here. 21 through 40. That's the best person win. Here we go. 21 through 40. Happy birthday to X's grandmother, 102 years old. God bless, baby. My bad, X, you should have got that in early. God bless ex-grandmother, 102 years old today. God bless to Mrs. Santiago. Here we go. The winner is. Got a winner. Giveaway 2. Round 4 winner is number 26. Number 26. That's my man Ghost, baby. Ghost bought some extra numbers this week. Ghost is your winner. So now he leads with 7 on everybody. Brian 6, Seth 6, Mitch Autumn 6. Ghost got 7 and he's your leader. Ghost. Wow. Ghost is hot. Ghost was down about 3 rounds, came back, kind of like a horse race, but the horse is like 4th the whole race. And somehow, some way, Ghost got the lead right now. Still a while to go. Trust me, this shit ain't almost over. 7 don't mean nothing. Raul had 8 one time. Everybody had 3, and Miss Jess came back on him and got him late and closed him out with a double. Double means when the first round and the second giveaway the same day and closed the deal. So he's hot right now. So you got to salute him while it's hot. I want a lot of people that never won to win. I want them to get the feeling. One in particular, my boy Rookie, I got to at least shout him out. Rookie's playing every week. And he just can't get lucky. I mean, his nickname is Lucifer. Maybe that has something to do with it, but I just feel bad for the Rook man. But I told him, you keep playing, I will be calling your name out. Unfortunately, I can't set it up like that. I can't go against my will. My integrity is too much to do anything of any cheating kind. I just can't do that. You couldn't pay me to do that because my integrity, man, and my word means everything more than money. So let's go over the show. Me and X, we cover the MLB playoffs. We cover the game in FedEx Field, games to watch. Salute to his 102 years old grandmother. God bless her. Damn, I'll be lucky to make it a 70. She made it to 102. God bless. I mean, so much we covered, man. Rest in peace to Buck this, Francis, Wakefield. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Last week I was in the Black Hole. I missed you guys. I just wish we had more people tuned in at the moment. But unfortunately, people got things to do on Friday nights, and I get it. And I put it in the extra order of some different apparel. I got the new Al York hats coming out. These shits are going to be crazy. I'm not going to say too much, though. I like them. I created it again. All my designs, I create them. Once in a while, I get a guy to show me love. My man Keiki showed me love sometimes. I get Mech One showing me some ideas. But I usually do my own joints. Like if I'm a rapper, I'm rapping. I'm writing my own rhymes. And with that, thank you guys for tuning in. Al York Sports, the raw truth. God bless everybody. And please, people, no drinking and driving. Love.